Grown man business. All right, got another episode of Red Ghost Sports Talk. I'm your host, Red Ghost. Finally got this thing to work. It was starting to act up on me for a little bit. Let's talk a little college football. Yeah, I got some scores over here. But yeah, okay. For my Miami Hurricane fans, yeah, I didn't make a video about last week losing to Duke. We lost 3 in a row. I was hurt. I ain't gonna lie, I was hurt. So we coming in to the game yesterday against Virginia Tech, and we played pretty solid for the most part. It looks like the offensive line is getting a little better. I didn't know what that was, but yeah, I'm getting attacked by all kind of shit now. But the offensive line, they played better. They're getting better each week. I just hated that we lost 3 in a row. Like I said, that's our confidence right there. But we played a lot more sharper yesterday. Not going to just say because Virginia Tech is in the rebuilding stage and they're not the best of teams right now. But it was a solid game. All around the board, actually. Our defense played very solid. They stayed with some pressure. They kept blitzing. They got some sacks. They got some rushes. They got some knockdowns. Our cornerbacks played superb. Our running backs played excellent. Our wide receivers, they played great. Tight ends, they played good too. Our quarterback, man, Van Dyke, I like him. It looks like he's getting comfortable. I'm gonna take this down a little bit. Yeah, no, I'm gonna do it like that. Nah, fuck, I'll leave it on. I was gonna have a mask on because my Denver Broncos wasn't playing the best, and Miami Hurricanes was slipping too. But yeah, Van Dyke, the quarterback, he was pretty on target yesterday. He was pretty sharp. We got a little glimpse of his greatness. What they've been bragging about him the whole off season. He was throwing the ball in tight coverage, tight coverage. It was crazy. At the end, I mean, we was up by, what was it, 20-7 at one time. Then they scored 14-20, and then they had the chance to take the lead and possibly even win the game, but we stayed. All right, I got cut off, but yeah, I had to make some room on my memory card. It's always something with these damn cameras and memory card. But all right, so I'm just gonna do this inside the house. I try to get that sunlight, that natural light. I love that natural light. But I'm getting ready to get into this NFL. What's going on right now? There's a lot of good games going on today and tonight. And but I want to finish talking about college yesterday because, like I said, Miami, we lost to Duke last week, and I was pretty much done. I was hurt. I couldn't make a video. I ain't gonna lie. So I didn't want to talk about it. We won yesterday against Virginia Tech. I know Virginia Tech is rebuilding, and they're not the best of the Virginia Tech that we've seen over the last 20 years, whatever. They're pretty young and new coaches and everything, coaching staff. So they still have to develop their own identity. They still rebuilding. But a win is a win. I'm gonna take it. Miami Hurricanes, we did win 20-14. Looked like at the end they was trying to give it away, but we held strong. The defense stayed solid. But I'm just gonna keep praising. I'm gonna keep praising Van Dyke, the quarterback. Man, he threw the ball. I mean, it was like 3 and 4 defenders around the tight end and the wide receiver, and he zipped it on target. I mean, the wide receiver, the tight end, it's either he could catch it or nobody catch it. It was that tight of a window, and they caught it every time. So I want to give a lot of props to the wide receiver and the tight end because we seen one hand catches, catches in triple coverage, quadruple coverage. It was good, man. It was pretty good. He really showed me something. He showed me actually what they've been bragging about him over the off season, so I can't say that enough. I got to see it, he's getting protected now. He's getting a little time to throw, and the offensive line is getting better. They looking a lot sharper. Quarterback is definitely sharper now. He's looking comfortable. He's looking like he's settled in. He's got the system down pat. I hated that we were 3-3 or whatever, and we lost three this year. I like to finish off strong. Hopefully, finish out with a win throughout the rest of the season, and just make a statement, building and going towards the future into the next season. But yeah, I was impressed. He showed some greatness, so hopefully he'll get better each week. We got a good running back core. I love the running backs, wide receivers. Our defense is getting better and better each week as well. They solid. Special team is getting better also. I think we have something special with number 12, the return man. I think he's playing defense too. I think I seen him on defense and offense. So I'm liking what they doing with that guy. He's starting to remind me of a Devin Hester. They had Devin Hester all over the field. Offense, defense, special teams. So it looks like they're doing that with him. They did some Wildcats plays with number 11. Can't think of his name right now, so I don't want to get it mixed up. I apologize for that. Also, just trying to finish through this video because this is my second memory card, so I'm gonna have to piece together these two videos right here, but it's all good. It comes with the territory. But Florida State, they actually lost to, where my phone at? Florida State lost to Clemson. What was the final score? Let me get the final score. Yeah, Florida State lost to Clemson 34-28. That was a pretty tight game back and forth for the most part. It's just the last 5 minutes of the fourth quarter, who won it more? And I think Clemson won it a little more. Florida State made a few mistakes. Clemson did too, but they stayed solid and they came out with a win. Alabama lost to Tennessee. Oh, man. I think I'm going to do a separate video about that because I want to talk about Tennessee. I think I told people about Tennessee. I got to go back on my videos. I know a lot of my footage got messed up after the 4th of July, and I had to salvage a lot of videos. So I'm going to check and go back and see if I got something that has a little bit of Tennessee in it. And been bragging about Tennessee this year. Told people to watch out for them. So hopefully I can find some footage with that so I can have my proof. And if not, it is what it is. I had a lot of content that just got damaged. The memory card I had, I guess it was bogus. It was defected or whatever. So I had lost a lot of footage. A lot of my titles that says lost files, lost footage. It's all the stuff I'm salvaging and scraping up and piecing together. A lot of editing. I just erased a lot of shit. I got tired of editing and piecing stuff together, but I hope I can find that talking about Tennessee. Tennessee's going to be a force. They're going to be a problem this year. Georgia better watch out as well. Alabama still has an opportunity to get to the SEC championship or even get to the college playoffs. That's just the crazy thing about Alabama and this SEC, and the division it's stacked, man. You got Georgia, Tennessee, and Alabama. You got Auburn and they in the shadows. You got who else is on the SEC that's just staring you down? You got Carolina. They're looking pretty good. But yeah, the SEC, that division is just stacked. But yeah, Alabama did lose to Tennessee, and it was a heartbreaker. Nick Saban was sick, but they just don't have no defense. The score was 52-49. It was close. It was down to the last wire and everything, but that's too many points. scored on Nick Saban. So they got to tighten up on the defense. I know them guys, a lot of them guys left last year. So they got, I mean, the offense is not the same. The defense is not the same either. And he gotta work on their defense, man. They are giving up too many points. So you definitely don't want to be going back and forth and who has the ball last, and we can't stop scoring. So it's whoever score last and win the game. No, you don't want to do that. You want to have control of the game with defense. That's what Nick Saban was great at. He controlled the game because his defense was superb. Now, they did have teams that scored on them that was just as high-power offense and high-power defense, just like them. Let's say Clemson. Let's talk about Auburn. Let's talk about Georgia. But for the most part, at the end result, Nick Saban, he really comes back with a solid defense that comes strong and stays strong. He's not gonna have that this year. I don't think he's gonna make it to the college football playoff this year. He probably go to like a Rose Bowl or some shit. The granddaddy of the other mall, Sugar Bowl or some shit, but they're not going to the championship. He will not be number one this year. I like to see Tennessee and Georgia go at it. At the same time, I will go for, and I hate to say this, I can't believe I'm saying this, I will go for Georgia. I think Georgia is the most complete team this year. They can beat some NFL teams. And they will be cracking heads all season long. It's going to be tight. It's going to be good. Tennessee is going to surprise them. But I think Georgia is just too solid of a team. They are the new Alabama. 5-year ago Alabama, the 7-year ago Alabama, Amari Cooper and Derrick Henry, Alabama. That's the type of team Georgia is right now. They just hard hitting on defense, fast, quick around the ball, quick hands, great eyes, eye contact. I mean, just speed. They got crazy speed, and they hitting hard. The offense is just as fast. They solid, man. The offensive line is solid to give the quarterback enough time. The running back, they open up the hole for the running back. The wide receivers are great. So, yeah, college football is going to be interesting this year. Alabama took their first loss. And, yeah, man, tell me what y'all think, man. Who y'all got? Who else do y'all see that's in the shadows? Tennessee is one of them. There's some other teams out there to look out for. That's could be a spoiler, that could be a sleeper, I don't know, maybe Oklahoma. They look pretty good. I gotta look back on their games last week. I think they lost one last week, if I'm not mistaken. I was too sick when when Miami Hurricanes lost to Duke, so I didn't even check none of the final scores of any of the games last week. I'm just gonna be honest. I was upset, but all right, I talked long enough. I'm not going to talk it ear off. But hey, it's college football. Today is football Sunday, NFL Sunday. Who y'all got, man? We got Dallas Cowboys. We have Philadelphia Eagles. Okay, that's gonna be one of the games right there to talk about. But to the next video. Show me love. Grown man business.